Hi everybody, I hope you're having a fabulous Wednesday. I have a 12 by 12 video for you today. This project features the How to Kill a Kit with Style that I pulled together for November and December. It started with the 6x8 49 and Market Spice paper pad, and then I pulled in lots of little bits and pieces from a bunch of other lines. And I am working on travel photos with this kit. So we are working on the photos that I took at Mickey's Tavern. If you have never been to Mickey's Tavern before, it is in Virginia. It's right outside Charlottesville, and it is a tavern and pub that has been around serving food since the 1780s. So today I'm going to scrapbook some photos from the 1784 pub. We actually went to the tavern twice. This is the pub part of the tavern, which is different and open and has different hours than the tavern part of the tavern. If you are interested in this place, I will link it up. They have a really good website. Like, you can see all the food that they offer and everything. And I will, of course, be scrapbooking the rest of the photos I took while we were there. So there'll be more of those photos and stories and all of that. I apologize in advance. My sweet Fitz is a bit ornery as I am doing this voiceover, and he is demanding attention. So I keep stopping the voiceover and giving him some attention, and then it's never enough with him, though. Never enough. You mini dachshund owners out there, you guys know how these doxies are. Oh, demanding. This video is going to start with 3 photos, but by the end, when I call it finished and done, it's going to have 4, but we'll talk about that later. For now, I am just matting the 3 photos I had initially planned on using for this layout. I'm double matting the photos. All of my straight edges on my layout today are going to get inked up using Vintage Photo Distress Oxide ink. And my idea for this layout is to start with this full sheet of 6x8 kind of neutral pattern paper. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of build my layout off of that base that I've put down. The pattern paper that I am using for my background is from my stash. It is from a 49th and Market collection, but I'm not 100% sure which one. I want to say, because of the way that it looks in the pattern, that it's Spectrum Sorbet, but I could be wrong. I wanted to add a little bit of fun mixed media to this layout, so I pulled out my gorgeous gilded aqua pigments and some of the sunrise color of Chroma Mist. I love these mists and how they splatter. I've been using them on most of the layouts for my travel album, and they're absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to pop up 3 of my, at this time, I'm going to pop up 2 of my 3 photos and get those onto my page. I'm using Spiegel Mom Scraps Big Mama foam tape, my favorite foam tape. And I'm going to mark with a pencil where my photos are going to go, because now we are going to do all of the pumpkins. So these are the rub-ons from the Spice collection, and I adore these pumpkins. I've sort of been hoarding them, but the way that I ended up laying these photos out in this layout, putting this layout together, there were these perfect, like, almost shelf areas that I could put the pumpkins. So that's what we're going to do. Now, some of the pumpkins that I put on this page will get covered up, I'm sorry, but you'll see that as we go along a little bit. What I really like about 49th and Market rub-ons is that they are not transparent, so they're quite opaque, which means I can layer them on top of each other, and it gives a little bit of depth, and they don't look flat. I love that. I went ahead and did all of my journaling on this little ephemera piece, and then I did add a little pumpkin rub-on to that. area. And now I'm just going to get everything into place. Now, these are the pumpkins that unfortunately I do end up pretty much covering. I mean, you can sort of see them a little bit, but for the most part, these are going to get covered up. Sorry. Not sorry. So let's talk a little bit about how I ended up covering the pumpkins. The photos that I am using today are dark. We went to this pub at night, so it was dark outside. The photos I'm using, while I love them, they're moody and they capture the inside of this pub perfectly. They are dark. And what's going to end up happening is when I put the photos down, I'm going to end up with this page being off balance, which means I've got that dark photo at the top and the two dark photos that I'm going to put down here. But if you look at it, even now, you notice how it doesn't feel complete. It feels like the bottom kind of left area of the layout is just, it looks unbalanced. There's so much dark on the right, and you don't have anything that's dark all the way over on the left. And another thing is that because of how dark the photos become the focal point, right? They're the place your eye goes to first. And we don't have a good triangle of photos. We've got the two on the right and we've got the one at the top, but we're missing a photo. And so the whole time I was creating this, I was kind of thinking, yeah, I don't know about this, because no matter how many times I looked at it, I feel like it's off balance. I feel like it's not complete. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of this fabric tape. I'm ignoring it right now. In the back of my head, it's bugging me, but I'm ignoring it right now. I'm going to take some fabric tape and I'm going to place some of this beautiful fabric tape just along the top and bottom of my layout. Any of these products that are still available and in stock over at A Cherry on Top will be linked in the comments down below. I absolutely love this collection. I love this kit that I created. I love that I was able to pull together specific photos and say, okay, this part of our trip is getting documented with this kit. It's working out really, really well in that respect. I pulled together some laser cut die cuts. I'm going to ink up the flat edges of these die cuts. I'm also going to add a little bit of that fabric tape beside the photo, and then I can layer up some more little laser cut die cuts and kind of create a little cluster underneath the photo on this side. I really wanted to use those strings, but they weren't going to work. They were too big, and wow, they would have looked. I think that done correctly, I could have used them, but I was having a hard time trying to figure out where they were supposed to go. So I'm just going to go through here. I am inking up these die cuts, placing some more pumpkins and some of these in some of these areas. I am going to pop some of these die cuts up onto some foam tape to give them just a little bit of lift and separation. And I am going to stamp my title. So my title is going to be 1784 Pub. That's where we were. And I am using Icing on the Cake ink from Catherine Pooler. The stamp set that I'm using is from Stampin' Up. It's the Alpha Best stamp set. I don't think it's available anymore. I'm sorry. But it's a really good one. So if you have it in your stash, it's a good one. But I will link it up in the description box if I can find it. Most of the links in the description box are affiliate links. What that means is that if you use my link to purchase any of the products used in my project, or if you go to the websites that I have linked up and make a purchase using my link, it doesn't cost you any money. You can use coupon codes, you can do whatever you like, but I get a little gift from the company as a thank you for sending them customers. And so it's always a huge help to my family, and as This channel is basically my job. I always appreciate any help that my amazing subscribers can give me so that I can continue to stay home and take care of my health and take care of my family and clothe and feed everybody. So here is the next morning, and there's that photo, and look how much better it looks. Suddenly my photo looks, this page looks so much better. I'm showing you here, look, without it, with it, kind of sad I covered up those pumpkins, but not super sad. And I'm going to pop up this third photo. So this layout is a really great multi-photo layout and a really great multi-photo design. If you're looking for one, I did 4 photos, or get 4 photos on this page. So there is one that is just a little bit smaller than 4x6, 2 that are right around 3x4, and then that small square one I would say is about 3x3. And there is our layout for today, all done. Thank you so very, very much for joining me today. I am so happy you're here. I would love it if you hit the like button or subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I hope you have a wonderful day.